Hi, I'm Mark from L&M Spell Engine. Today we'll be working on the Steel 039 chainsaw. It's a nice big saw. As you can see, it's been sitting for a couple years. They want to get it running so they can trim some trees, I guess. So we'll go ahead and drain the tank, clean the carburetor, see if we can't get it running for them. So hope you enjoy the video. Okay, we'll take the top cover off of it. I'm going to take these two screws out to get the air filter off. Now these filters, you can just blow them out. But if the felt's missing in places and stuff like that, it's time to replace it. But the felt is in good shape on this, so let's go ahead and blow that out. Okay, we're going to take this top piece off. That just slides in there now. It's actually a damper too, you know. In the wintertime, you turn it one way. In the summertime, you turn it the other way. That has screens on one side and solid on the other side. That's for like hot and cold. I'm going to go ahead and pop that plug out before we get too carried away. I just want to make sure and it was burning okay and just make sure it's not scored or nothing like that. Looks like a fairly new plug, but it's burning good. But I'm just gonna go and replace it anyway. It's black on the top there. I'm just gonna go and replace that. Well, let's go ahead and pop this carburetor off. Takes a 5/16" nut driver to take them two nuts off. Doggone, them are in there tight. They don't want that thing falling off. I'm gonna take this little shield off. Now we're gonna take the throttle off. Just pull the trigger and it clips right in there. Just like that. Now we can slide the carburetor out. Then this rubber boot that protects dirt and stuff from going in the by the carburetor. I'm gonna pop that boot out. That covers the mixture screws and everything. Just go ahead and pop it out like that. And the fuel line, it just slides in there, so when we pull it back, the fuel line should pop right on out of there. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and clean that off real good before we start tearing apart. There's sawdust around there and everything. So I'll clean it off and we'll tear the carburetor apart. Okay, I'll unhook the throttle linkage. This is a Walbro carburetor. The inside looks really nice and clean. There's some debris. But actually, that's in really good shape. We'll check the other side here. Take all the little screws out. Yeah, that diaphragm's nice and flexible too. That's really nice and clean in there. And then that little lever for your needle on these older Walbros, if you run a straight edge on the top, this here should be right level with that, so you know that's adjusted right. So that's all good too. I'm gonna spray a little carburetor cleaner in that jet right there and that jet right there, just make sure there's no debris in there. And blow it out good with an air gun. And always make sure that screen right there is nice and clean. That screen's really clean. So yeah, the diaphragm is real flexible. And little flippers on this is really nice shape. I don't think this needs a carburetor kit. But it's, just good to double check, if something hasn't run in a couple of years. They probably ran out of gas, so there wasn't no gas in the carburetor, which is a good deal. Because after a while, the gas evaporates, and all that's left is the oil, a two-stroke oil. So yeah, this is in good shape. There's a little debris right there. I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up really quick. And these here, the Walbros have like little pins. Or you'll set that in there so it don't slide around on you. Unless you're supposed to drop it like what I did. There you go. The pins lock it into place so it can't slide on you. If that diaphragm was stiff and stuff like that, I would put a carburetor kit in there, but I don't believe this needs one. So we'll try it out. If it don't run, I guess I should have put a kit in there, but just get these screws started. Don't tighten them all the way till you get all four of them in. Then go ahead and snug them up. Not too tight so you don't break the heads off, but you don't want them to vibrate loose either. Okay. Install the throttle rod. These here have them preset mixture screws on them, so you only can turn them like about a half a turn. Two little red things in there. I don't like them. Sometimes you can pop them things out. But let's go ahead and put this thing back on the saw here. Just put it on this little bit. And I'll put that fuel line on. And the vacuum line's on the bottom. That pretty much plugs in there by itself. And I'll push that rod on the throttle. It just pressed in there. Just like that. And this little boot that goes in there, we'll blow that out real good before we put that on there. Go ahead and press that in there. And I'll go ahead and put this on. And our two 5/16 inch nuts, or they're 8mm. I'm gonna snug them up, but I ain't gonna have them as tight as they were earlier. Okay, and just double check everything. Make sure the choke and everything's gonna work. Okay, we're gonna put a new plug in there. The other plug wasn't too bad, but I was gonna put a new one in there. Like I said, they said it sat for a couple years. So I'm gonna spray a little bit of WD-40 in the cylinder just to help lube it up, till you're pulling the rope till it starts, because that's how them two cycles get lubricated, is that oil and the gas. So this is just to help it out a little bit till everything gets lubed up in there. It's not gonna hurt nothing either. After a couple of years, the rings and everything could dry up. There won't be no oil on them at all, and you don't want to score it. Go and pop that on there. So if you're cutting in the summertime, you have it like that there. Wintertime, like that. It's summertime out now. It's hotter than heck outside, so I'll just put it that way. I don't know if they're gonna cut wood now or wait till the fall. Just want to run good for them. Pull it lever up a little bit so it locks into place. Turn it, put it back down to start. Okay, I'm gonna put some fuel in there, and I'm gonna sharpen the chain real quick, and we'll see if it'll start up. Okay, I put 2-cycle gas and oil mixture in there, and always when you on chainsaws, when you put gas in, always make sure you check the bar oil, because I checked the bar oil and it's totally dry. You don't want to start these up with no oil in there. You can burn up your oil pump. So anyways, bar oil is full, gas is full. I'll go and put this down here on choke. Well, it sounds really good. That's a nice, powerful saw. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. You have a good afternoon.